Good morning. For Christmas, I got a film editor, and so I had some fun this morning and put together a video of me reading a story I wrote about Daisy's house. So I hope you enjoy it, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Hello, my name is Daisy Harper. I found myself single all of a sudden. Yep, the woman alone story. It's a long story, so I will not bore you with the facts. Except why didn't she make my hubby right away? Makes one wonder about her. On with my story I go. She's pushy, you know. One of the first things I needed to find was a new home for my daughter Leah and cat Jax. Really? Leah and Jax? Who comes up with these names? Apartment living was not going to cut it anymore. With 3 of us in a small apartment, it was too cramped to be able to move the older Leah got. I mean, to own a cat, you need so many things: a litter box, a bed, food bowl, and more. They all take up so much room, there's no room to explore. I found a babysitter for Leah that faithful morning and set off in high hopes to go house hunting. Said a prayer to St. Anthony to help me find the perfect home. For Leah, she would be able to grow up happy and healthy. Well, I am a good mom, you know. I might be flighty and get lost in my head, but a child is always the most important thing, you know. The first few homes I saw were so run down and needed too much work for me to be able to do on my own, but I didn't give up. Never give up was whispered in my ear, keeping the search going until late afternoon when I stopped at the last house on my list. Why she couldn't just click me on the best house first was beyond my control. Before me was a tiny home. It only had 1 bedroom and bath, but it had a feeling about it that drew me in. Thank God, I thought, my feet are dead. All this clicking and traveling was banging my head. As I was looking around me, I could see all the possibilities of the place. It was needed some love to make it into a home. Love I had 10 times over to share with my family in our newest endeavor. The house was in good repair, as the gentleman that owned it was into flipping houses for a living. No, I know where your minds went, and this wasn't them. He offered a contract, and if anything went wrong, in the first year he would come back and fix it for free. Really? Who made up this guy? What was he really, Santa Claus? Red suit and all? How do you think of these things to be made real? I thought to myself that night when I had my meal. I had no idea how I became so lucky to find this man in the house. That night, before I went home, I signed the contract to move in. I was so happy to finally place our stuff and be able to raise a family all on my own. I moved our things in as best I could and brightened the place up with candles and paintings I had made over the years. I am creative and fun and love to cook. This house, though small, will be our haven from the good and the bad that life throws our way. We will endure the trials thrown in our path as long as we have each other. They will last. And that is our story. I hope you enjoyed it. We will finally have a wonderful Christmas this year. To many and all, we wish you well on your journey into 2018.